Orgasmic enlightenment, where the sexual and spiritual come together. I'm Kim Anami, and I'm a holistic sex and relationship coach and a vaginal weightlifter. In this show, we explore all things intimate. I believe that our sexual energy is life force, creative energy, and we can use it to shape our worlds, strengthen our relationships, and self-actualize. I blend the most avant-garde information from neuroscience, ancient sexual practices like Tantra and Taoism, to renegade wellness modalities to show you how to create gourmet sex in your lives. Come one, come all. 5 laws of orgasms for women. There are 5 universal laws of orgasms for women. They apply to all women, all vaginas, everywhere. They are true in every circumstance 100% of the time. There are no exceptions to these rules. None. Ever. It doesn't matter if a woman has had everything from sexual trauma to reproductive organs removed to a strict religious and shaming upbringing to being in menopause to having emerged out of a 20-year shitty marriage, or whether she is straight or gay, single or coupled. These laws apply to every woman at any and every stage of her life. We don't do excuses in Anami Land or band-aids, only solutions. So buck up, bitches, and let's go.
Get the fuck out of bed, bitch, go. Get up, and then they got go. Time to wake up, bitch, get up. Get up, get up.
Okay, law number 1. Every woman, every orgasm. Every woman is capable and can have every type of orgasm. Clitoral, G-spot, cervical, squirting, nipple, full body, energetic, anal. You name it, you can have it. For some women, it's as basic as just knowing that she can. Some people have bought into the allopathic ignorance and mythology that only some women can. Once I tell them that this is an embarrassingly ludicrous crock of shit that only a sexually inexperienced and deeply underfucked teacher, coach, therapist, OBGYN, doctor, social justice warrior would say, and they believe me, some of them go home that very night and have their first G-spot or squirting or some other type of orgasm, just because I said they could. I have worked with hundreds, thousands of women who have bought into the lie that only some women can and some just can't. And then they found my work and I told them that indeed everyone can all day, every day, and so can you. Law number 2. One is never enough. The more, the merrier. One orgasm simply is not enough for a woman to feel sexually fulfilled. A good rule of thumb or cock is good things come in 3s, or at least that many. Women are naturally voracious, multi-orgasmic creatures. One paltry, superficial clitoral orgasm is going to leave them wildly underfucked. That clingy, whiny stereotype of a woman who is nagging her man all the time, well, that is the portrait of a woman who is not having enough orgasms. One of the great sexual myths out there is that men are somehow more sexual than women. Nope. Not even remotely true. Men are taught that they are more sexual than women, and women are taught that they are more emotional, not so into sex, and they have to be coerced into having it. The biological truth is that women naturally outperform men. What happens when a man comes? It's game over. What happens when a woman comes? It's only the beginning. The Taoists say that sexually speaking, men are like fire. They are quick to ignite and quick to extinguish. Women are like water. They're slow to boil, but they keep on boiling. The work for each is to meet somewhere in the middle. Men develop their stamina, and women come to live in a state of sexual simmer. The main reason why most women aren't sexually fulfilled is because they aren't having good enough, deep enough, or frequent enough sex. Not because they don't want it, but because it's only whetting their appetite. And they rarely, if ever, get the chance to be deeply, passionately fulfilled sexually. The truth is that women are insatiable, and unless you are giving her prolific orgasms on a daily and weekly basis, she is going to be underfucked, and you are going to know about it. A well-fucked woman needs a steady diet of deep vaginal orgasms, and she needs a lot of them. They are like food and medicine to her, and in turn, she will be food and medicine to you when she's getting them. Law number 3, an orgasm a day keeps all things shitty: health issues, depression, anger, weight gain, low self-esteem, marital problems, emotional imbalances, and road rage away. Daily pleasure will lubricate your life in ways you never dreamed possible. When you are connected to your powerful life force, sexual energy, and inhabiting your sexuality, you are now firing on all cylinders. You will be more powerful in life, love, and career. Daily orgasms keep you happy, in vibrant health, emotionally balanced. They help you to lose weight, improve your self-confidence, earn you more money, and supercharge your relationship. Orgasms are good medicine. They are anti-aging. They remove 7 physical years off of your appearance. They reduce your stress hormones and increase your oxytocin. They boost immunity, lift depression, and make your skin glow. They are the magic bullet. Your vagina and your sexuality are your power source, and being connected to them is essential to tap into your true power, confidence, strength, and creativity as a woman. The Taoists talked about the daily sexual prayer. By making love in the morning and the evening, you fortify yourself for the day and then again for your dream time in the evening. Instead of reaching for food, television, drugs, alcohol, and leaving cowardly and anonymous comments on internet posts you disagree with, you instead feed each other. You reach for each other. You fall into bed and plug into each other. This becomes your power and refueling station. Law number 4, go deep. All the good stuff is in the vagina. The truly life-changing orgasms are inside, way up inside. The clitoris is just the tip of the iceberg. The deep, cataclysmic, transformative, self-actualizing, and ecstatic, last for days orgasms are all in the vagina, that is. So go there. The vagina is a Pandora's box of sensation, emotion, and experiences. It houses an entire reflexology map of the body. So when you stimulate different areas, like the cervix, for example, it corresponds to the heart. So this orgasm is very deep, profound, and cathartic. It's a full body, blissful experience that can last for days. These are the kinds of orgasms that change your life. And this is another popular topic for underfucked people to argue about on the internet. Actually, this is a really good example of how being underfucked negatively impacts all areas of your life, including how your brain functions. Instead of fighting for the power of human potential, these chronically underfucked people fight for the right not to orgasm. And I often get tagged on social media when people who follow me see something that they know is contrary to my philosophy. A few weeks back, someone tagged me in a conversation where two women were fighting for the right not to have any vaginal orgasms. In fact, they were fighting to dispel their existence. And then they brought in another educator to reinforce the notion that cock be bad and we don't need cock and leave our vaginas alone. Vaginas! What are they good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again, according to them, at least. And as further evidence of Fukme, one of these underfucked women happens to be a fantastic poster child for Fukme, a self-flagellating, screechy, whiny social justice warrior who encourages uber mediocrity and rampant pharmaceutical use. She apparently loves her antidepressants and encourages everyone to get on them. So yeah, the proof is always in the pudding. If someone is deeply underfucked like this is exactly what they would look like, burying their own pain and shadow through perpetual pharmaceutical addiction and crutches, and then projecting their own unresolved issues onto other people and fabricated social justice causes that give them the opportunity to whine and blame other people all day long. That is a classic portrait of a woman who has only ever had clitoral, or maybe even no, by the looks of it, orgasms. I could do a whole episode unpacking the hypocrisy and cognitive dissonance here, but really it's fucking boring. So let them eat clit if that's what they really want. And I will take you to the promised land of life-changing, transcendent, just saw God vaginal orgasms. I have a number of amazing podcast episodes and YouTube videos on all things vaginal orgasms. You can check out my YouTube video, Orgasmopedia, which features 11 different orgasms. And a couple of podcast episodes that are great for this are how to have vaginal orgasms, G-spot, cervical, and more. And also 5 steps to cervical orgasms. Let's leave it with the guarantee that all women can and ought to be having regular vaginal orgasms. They are unequivocally and vastly superior to clitoral orgasms. The reason why these vaginal orgasms are so important as good fuck medicine for women is this. Law number 5, let it go. The game-changing factor that separates the girls from the women, or the SJWs from the fuckables, and the clitoris from the vagina is the ability to open up, drop your guard, and surrender. If you cannot do that, you will not have any orgasms, let alone the more intense, fulfilling, deeper, internal, alchemizing, ecstatic vaginal orgasms. Nowhere is this more important than in the terrain of vaginal orgasms, or pretty much any orgasm besides a clitoral orgasm, because they call on the deeper internal parts of you. Your vulnerability, your authentic self, they all need to be present. You cannot hide. And that is why these orgasms are less likely to appear in casual sex situations, or if you have unresolved issues in the space between you and your partner. If anything is holding you back, you will not get there. While there are some great tips I can offer in terms of breathing and touch and sexual positions, this is only part of the process. If you aren't having vaginal orgasms, it isn't necessarily because your technique is incorrect. The most important orgasmic factor for women, especially for these deeper vaginal orgasms, really the only important ones that there are, is how much a woman is willing to let go, open up, and surrender. How far will you let someone in? Mechanics are only 10% of the game, and this is why these beautiful experiences are so pivotal, cathartic, and necessary for women, because the journey to getting there is the medicine, to find whatever it is that takes you to this level of deep, cataclysmic, obliterating surrender. To give yourself over to that changes you from the inside out. When you pass through that portal, you emerge out the other side, reborn, and into the most confident, beautiful, radiant, loving, empowered, authentic version of you. But most people have no idea that this is the road to getting there. But really, this is the only game in town. This kind of deep soul touch of surrender to yourself, to your partner, to the universe. Go deep or go home, or rather, go deep and come home. So in conclusion, these are the 5 immutable, irrefutable laws of female orgasms. If anyone tells you otherwise, you send them to me, and I will send them straight into their own vaginas to find the truth. The truth being that all women are multi-orgasmic, salacious, innately sexual beings. Everyone can experience daily, life-changing pleasure. These orgasms are the keys and the portals to your own ecstasy, self-realization, and well-being, and you can have them all. To wake up your vaginal potential, check out my Vaginal Kung Fu Salon and free video series that you can find at kimanami.com underneath Sexual Savant Salons, and my Yoni Egg Kit and Salonette, which are sold in the Anami Alchemia online shop. Thank you so much for listening. If you haven't already, subscribe and also leave a review. And send someone else the gift of a healthy libido and an off-the-charts love life by sharing this episode with them. We'll be back next week, and in the meantime, many happy orgasms.